In this video, we'll be looking at how to solve equations involving logarithmics. Here in number 1, we have the log base 9 of x is equal to 3, and we want to solve for x. So the first thing it's going to require me to do is change this log in the form of an exponential. So that's what I'm going to do here. Rewrite this as an exponential. So the first thing I need is the base, and that base is 9. That's this right here. The exponent for this base is 3. That's this right here. And it needs to equal the argument. The argument is x. So now I have the exponential 9 to the third power equals x. And what I need to do is I need to solve for x. So in order to solve for x, I need to take my 9 to the third power, or 9 times 9 times 9. And if I multiply 9 times 9 times 9, I end up with 729. Therefore, x is equal to 729. Let's take a look at number 2. Here we have log base x of 64 equals 3. First thing I'm going to do is rewrite this as a exponential. So this is now going to become x, that's the base, to the third power, that's the exponent, and it equals 64. So now I have the exponential x to the third power equals 64. And I need to solve for x. I need to find a value that I can cube that would equal 64. Now if you don't know this off the top of your head, remember we do know that the opposite of cubing something is to take the cube root. So if I were to take the cube root of 64, I end up with a 4. In other words, 4 times 4 times 4 would be a 64. Therefore, the solution to this equation is x equals 4. Number 3, we have the equation log base x of 32 equals 5/2. First thing we're going to do is rewrite this as an exponential. So this is now going to become x to the 5/2 power equals 32. So there's my first step. So I need to find a value that I can take to the 5/2 power that would equal 32. Now, what we can do, and we talked about this in a previous section, is the exponent 5 over 2. If I want to solve for x, all I'm going to do is raise this to the reciprocal power. And the reciprocal of 5 over 2 is 2/5. Remember, we have to do that to both sides, so I'm also going to raise that 32 to the 2/5 power. This now gives me x equals 32 to the 2/5 power would equal to a 4. Therefore, the solution to this equation is 4. Let's try that again with number 4. We got log base 9 of 1 over 81 equals x. First thing we're going to do is rewrite this as a exponential. So this now becomes 9 to the x power equals 1 over 81. So I'm looking for a value of x. I want to know what can I raise 9 to what power to give me a negative, not a negative, but a positive 1 over 81. In this case, that exponent's got to be a negative 2, because 9 to the negative 2 power would result in 1 over 81. Therefore, the solution to number 4 should be a negative 2. Number 5, log base 3 of 9 equals x. First, we need to rewrite this as an exponential. That exponential becomes 3 to the x power equals 9. So I need to find a value for x. What number can I replace x with so that when I do 3 to that power, I end up with 9? In this case, that value is 2, because x squared would equal to 9. Therefore, the solution of this equation is 2. Number 6, we have the log of x is equal to negative 4. Now you'll notice it doesn't look like there's a base on this log, but there is. If there's not a log already written, it's understood to be a base of 10. So we're going to rewrite this as 10 to the negative 4 power equals x. Again, there is a base. The base is 10. So what I need to do is find the value of x. 10 to the negative 4 power is what? Well, in this case, 10 to the negative 4 power would be 0.0001. Therefore, this is my solution to this equation.